Welcome to Fabulously Flawed, where the perfectly imperfect come to shine. Marni, along with her sensational sidekick Taylor, are the mother-daughter duo that puts the fun in dysfunction. Every episode, we unpack the chaos of mental health while sprinkling in the sass of pop culture. We're here to share stories, laughs, and lessons that remind you to embrace your quirks and to never, ever let anyone dull your sparkle. So join us as we celebrate the beauty of being fabulously flawed. Let's get real, let's get raw, and let's get ready to add a little extra shimmer to your day. Hey, fabulous friends. Welcome back to another episode of Fabulously Flawed. I am your host, Marni, along with my dazzling daughter, Taylor.
Hi, guys. What's up? How are you?
Thank you again, truly, so humbly from both of our hearts for people that are listening.
I know. I say it to my mom every day, many times a day. I'm like, I can't believe we're doing this and people are so receptive and love it so much.
We have listeners.
It genuinely means the world and more. So thank you guys.
One person would be a listener, but even if we have just two, that's listeners.
Oh,
so
even one. It's it's truly such an honor to be able to get to do this. So
thank you for joining us, guys. Today's episode is called Dear Incoming Freshmen.
College decisions in Florida, to be specific, are fast approaching.
But kids everywhere now are starting to wait for that email to come in and wait for their dream school. And some people are elated and other people become so devastated they can't breathe. And that is just not the way to go.
Right.
Okay?
I actually have my own experience of not getting into the school that I thought I would be getting into. And I did have that reaction of not being able to breathe and crying and crying and crying for hours. So
I'm going to share a story since it's about Taylor and I, mother and daughter. Okay, let me start with the vision board. Is that a good one?
Yeah,
okay.
Perfect.
So when Taylor turned 16, can't believe you're 24 now. Okay. Wow.
God, I still feel 16. Trust me.
Oh, well, we're right there because me too.
Yeah, we're stuck at the same age.
I said the other day on a video, I'm feeling 22. I'm going to push it back and say 15,
right,
16.
Yeah, a little younger. Yeah.
So I gave Taylor for her birthday when she turned 16 a vision board, which clearly I've been doing them a long time. So I had all of my different dreams and wishes for you. And I also put on there, you're a Gator, go Florida Gators. Now, when you live in Florida, I mean, across the country, it's a huge top
5 school.
Okay.
It might have even gone up in ranking to 4, but it's totally up there.
Unless you're one of those smarty pants, you really don't go to UF. It is pretty much a very hard school to get into.
No, it is. And it's gotten, back in 2018, it was difficult, but now it's definitely
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's no, for sure. It's not like an easy school to get into whatsoever.
So now you were like, always, Mom, stop, because we never thought, which we should have dreamed higher and aimed for the stars, but it was like, I'm never going to get into UF, so please stop pushing it.
Yep,
you would get mad at me.
I know, you were like the OG vision board girl, first of all.
I was.
Before they were trendy and popular, you were doing them, and I thought it was so ridiculous. Just stop nagging me to go to UF. I'm not going to go. I'm not, whatever.
You're like, I'll never get in. Stop it.
I know, yeah.
Because the people we knew that got in were these gifted, exceptionally gifted.
Yes, just so smart, did a million things in high school and this and that. So I was committed to Indiana University, which is what we'll get to.
Oh, back up.
Sorry.
Let me rewind. Okay, people are now, Indiana, what? We were talking about Gators. So, okay, now we are in your junior year, and now I'm reliving also going to college through you. So everyone know that I didn't go to college, so I have relived Taylor's childhood I've relived my childhood through yours.
Absolutely.
And now the college process was I am now Goldman if it was our sorority or something. Yeah, I am just so excited we're going to college.
Yes, we're going to college.
So I gave you, the SAT tutors, and you had the best resume, anything to help you achieve your goal to get the best score and be in the best school you wanted to go to.
Yeah.
So when you live in Florida, it's just natural you apply to the 3 Florida schools, UCF, University of Central Florida, Florida State,
FSU, and you just do Gainesville because why not?
Yeah, of
you
course,
know?
it's a phenomenal school. It's like you know, take your chances, of course.
Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit of a braggy mom right now. Humble brag. My daughter was always a straight A student since kindergarten or even pre-K. I'm in such awe of you and the way you would do your homework and
you.
projects.
Things
So
changed, though.
one day you bit off more than you can chew. I think we could say that. And you said, you know what? I'm working as a counselor. Shout out Camp Blue Ridge.
My home away from home. Yeah.
Contact Ricky Waldman for any that's right, she's married.
Ricky Yadgaroff. Yes.
Shout out. Wait, Ricky, I saw the picture. I wrote her yesterday. Stop it. It was the spaghetti. Did you see the picture of her and Benson?
The video. Yes.
No.
Ricky, we love you, and Benson so much. Yes, it was the cutest video. So
Okay.
so
Taylor was working as a counselor that year, and you were like, I didn't know this, but you decided to take an online class to get a credit. Is that what it was?
Yeah, I took an online class at our local community college to get like those college credits. Yeah.
But you did it over the summer,
yes,
right? Okay.
over the summer.
Now, the mistake was because you are so camp, that is your 100%, it's in your blood.
Yeah, I mean, I'll always love camp, but back in my teenage years, I was like fully obsessed with camp.
We could say your plate was full. So taking on that class was just okay. So because of that, you got a D, which was fine.
Right.
Okay. You got a D. You came home from camp and you said, Mom, I have to tell you something. I took a class online and I didn't do well and I got a D. I did not freak out on you. Remember? I go, something that's meant to be. Something's going to happen with this. I was not mad at you, remember?
And and maybe just for some clarification, I like kind of had my heart set on Florida State. I went to visit it early on in my senior year and had two good friends who went there. So I was kind of just like, oh, this is totally where I want to go. I see myself. Like they kind of gave me the little college experience in a weekend. We went to a tailgate and I was like, okay, I want to go here. I love it.
You really more than UCF when you went that weekend?
Yeah. I definitely fell in love more so with FSU versus
because it's
UCF.
more up north and gives you that more northern vibe.
Yeah, and I liked it better. So
okay, so now you sent out all your applications.
Yeah,
and we were home in the afternoon. I get a call and they go, "Hi, Miss Goldman. This is the Florida State Admissions Office."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, hello, Florida State Admissions. While you're going through thousands and thousands of applications.
Yeah.
They go, Taylor has everything, but that unfortunately that D just dropped her down a little bit. So I'm not gonna.
They were basically saying, if you don't get in a couple of months, this is why.
And I was like, thank you, FSU Admissions, for taking the time out of your day. Like, it was the strangest.
So after hearing that, I think we almost perceive that as, oh, good sign. I'm now not just a number. It's more personal.
I probably would have wanted to send her a gift basket if I could have gotten her name.
So I think we were still like, oh, that's not
hopeful.
Necessarily a bad sign. Right.
Okay. So then your essay. Everybody's essays are personal. They're on different topics, but yours was so real about, I was on my way to a Heat game and there was a homeless man. I wanted to feed him. It was so honest and real.
I forgot for a second.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I wrote about.
Oh, no,
when we gave that sweet homeless man
McDonald's.
Yes, and some money. Yes,
that was your college essay.
Yes.
Right?
Oh my
See,
God.
now it's making sense.
Yes, I kind of blocked that out for a second, but yes, okay, I remember.
Okay, so now I was about to talk about what a best friend, Brianna here, the head of Cosmo Communications, and all of everybody listening is going to know it's a joke. But my Guillermo here, that's another episode on how your senior year, I always knew she was my other daughter, but what she did for you, I'll still never get over it.
Oh yeah, that's a whole
senior year
other story.
Okay,
yeah.
So now we are waiting for college acceptance. It's FSU Day. And we open up the computer. Now, they show these videos of kids getting into Stanford, Harvard, Yale, whatever. And we open it up and I go, everyone, if you get in, there's a marching band and it says congratulations. So we open it and I go, where's the marching band? Mm-hmm. Where's the marching band? Yeah. And we regret to inform you. And I was like, F you Seminoles, like chomp, chomp. No, I was like, ugh.
So I didn't get into FSU and we're like, oh, so that's why they called. They're like, you have everything that makes a perfect student, but you got this D in a college credit course and now you're not getting it. And it tore me apart.
You know why I loved it? Because that D was a Fruit Loop in a world of Cheerios.
It
stuck out.
Yes,
See?
it stuck out. I mean, not necessarily in the best way for them, but it, you know, it all happens for a reason, which you guys will soon understand.
So never thinking you would be going to the University of Florida. We went to Indiana. I was like, okay, now I'm getting my college life. It's at Midwestern,
Big Ten rah-rah school, which is exactly what I wanted.
Yep. And I had you in the sorority and this one, and I was already looking around like with the cornfields, and I was like, oh, the seasons.
I was like, oh, I'm totally not getting into UF. I didn't get into FSU. Like, let's Indiana. It's
So we go there now. Now it's Florida, University of Florida acceptance day. You had your best friends.
Wait, you totally skipped over the part that I fully committed to Indiana University.
Right.
Like, I was going there. I had told everyone on social media, like at school, I'm going to Indiana, got like, the sweatshirts and the hats and whatever.
Oh, I must have Hoosiered you out. We must have come home.
I did. I think I put it in my Instagram bio, like Indiana class of 22 or whatever it was. So, yeah.
So now it is Florida acceptance night.
UF.
UF.
Acceptance day.
You did not look because you were going to Indiana.
Yeah, I didn't even, I wasn't even, everyone around me was sweating, dying, like, oh my God, it's
and
UF
you're like
acceptance
filing
day.
your nails.
And I was like,
just
whatever, like, let's. Whatever.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal.
So now her friends were over, her best friends were like, oh, I got into here. You were not doing anything. And then an hour later, I hear my favorite words, Mom, I got into UF. Wait, what? I must have leaped up those stairs onto your bed.
I remember it was a huge celebration. I honestly think it was, I remember like I didn't even check myself. I think it was one of the girls.
It's so crazy that we're talking about college because you've been a graduate for 2 years now. And
I know, which is absolutely mind-boggling. It doesn't even feel like it's been almost 2 years, but wow, does time fly? I just had a second of like reflection of damn, wow.
Okay, so you committed to Indiana.
Yes, I committed to Indiana, so UF acceptance day wasn't even a big deal to me. I wasn't even the one who checked. It was one of my friends. They're like, Taylor, come here, look at this. And that's when I'm like, Mom, Dad, I got into UF.
And now Daddy, I want you to know, was on the floor crying, happy tears.
Yep.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, because you had a 1300 on your SATs, so now you got bright futures.
Yes, I was, or whatever it was that he was about to pay a fortune for Indiana. And then now that I was going to an in-state school and had, like the good scores and grades to get those bright future, I don't know, whatever it was, he was like, thank you, Lord, go Gators.
So now we're chomping. We're like, screw you, Seminoles. We're like, chomp.
At first, and I did get into the PACE program in UF, so it wasn't even a moment of doubt. We were like, oh, it doesn't matter. I'm definitely doing PACE regardless, because we had known a couple people who had done it.
It started you online, but you are a Gator, obviously.
Yeah. So PACE is for UF, it's like you do 60 credits, I think, or something like that online, and then you can go into the in-person classes.
And then COVID happened, and everybody was online.
Yeah, so it was kind of like the whole school was doing PACE. So basically, I do just want to throw that out there, that if you do get PACE for UF, to absolutely, absolutely do it, because you are still a 100% like full Gator, still having the same experience as everyone else, but you're just going to classes in person a little bit later than the rest of your peers.
But
that's it.
You go in the library, you watch your class.
Oh yeah, you still Greek life and the football games and everything that goes along with it. So just wanted to, put that out there to definitely do it.
So the reason I'm saying dear incoming freshmen, because I know these kids have their heart. Oh wait, I interrupted you on something. Go.
No. I was just going to say that, kind of to tie the whole thing together with the whole vision board of, after FSU and Indiana and this and that, I like the unexpected truly happened, and I got into UF, and it all just,
and I was like, booyah, it worked.
And I had the most amazing, support group around me in college, and I ended up being with my best friends.
No, come on, wait. Brianna wasn't sure where she was going to go to school. Neither one of you had University of Florida on your mind, and your roommates.
Yeah, and we ended up, my best friend and I ended up living together for 3 years. So it just all worked out for the best, and I had my best friends there and some of my camp friends, and it all just really truly worked out for the best. So we just wanted to say that I like went through kind of my thunderstorms of the whole college experience, getting in, college acceptance experience, and there were rainbows at the end of the thunderstorm. So for anyone out there who is, nervous or whatever, just know it really does
Well, see, here's the thing.
happen for a reason.
People have had their heart set on because their parents were Gators, they're alumni, they're this, or I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
Or you have to go to this school or that school. And if you don't, it's just, and these kids another episode will be the stress they're obtaining, not living life, but just trying to prove who they can be. But wherever you get into, you could be disappointed, like, oh crap, my reach school I didn't get into, or this is my safety school I really don't want to go. Where you end up is where you are supposed to be. You may not like it right now, but trust me, the universe knows where you're supposed to be.
I mean, it really does. And I feel like my story was, one of the many, many, many examples of just, I know it's impossible to say don't stress it, but just know that the universe has your back.
And you're going to be where you're supposed to
Right.
be. You will meet the people you're supposed to meet. And we'll do more episodes as people are starting to go to college. Well, we have time for that, but I don't want people, the sorority topic and fraternities, we'll get there.
We'll get there, just how that's a whole other
Well, I'm going to give a little
big
bit of
fat chapter of,
Well, since we're talking about how I went to college through you, now I'm hearing sorority, kumbaya, it's a sisterhood. This is just my old-fashioned way of thinking. So when you got into, how should I say this? Before, when you were rushing, or I saw girls, because we had come up to take you to school right before rush, and I see these girls crying in the street, and they didn't get the next bid, or they didn't get asked back, and they think their life was falling apart. They needed an oxygen tank.
Oh, I saw girls crying on the sidewalk, hunched over. Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to be, bam, 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 whatever sorority it was, and they didn't like me, and now I'm worthless. And it's like, oh, sweetheart, no, if you stay true to yourself, shout out for my book, because I love your mentality, and shout out and friggin' props to you, because you were like, why would I fake who I am to be in the top tier? And all you tier ranking people, you're fired, because nobody should rank a friggin' tier. Sorry. They have blonde hair, they're better than me. Shut up.
I just have such a I just don't like Greek life at all now. And I know, but I had to be in it to realize that.
We had to rush together.
Yeah, and I just, for those that are rushing, because it is, a way to make friends, to if you don't get the house you want, it's for a reason, and you're going to be in an even better place where you truly fit in. But,
exactly.
I also think that there are so many other ways to make friends in college, and that you definitely 1000% don't need Greek life.
If your favorite hobby is making purple canvas sprinkle boards every day, I guarantee you there will be another person who does purple canvas sprinkle boards.
Especially if you go to a huge university.
So when you stay true to who you are, which I love about you, because once you understood that this Greek thing, like, why is this girl crying and you're not better than me over here? Your award at the end was least person to show up at the sorority.
So it was one of my it was in the middle of my college experience, and they were doing paper plate awards at our formal or something, and I got most MIA person or something.
Because you realized.
Oh, I just did not like what Greek life stands for and everything that goes for it. But people have to go through it to learn to learn on their own, and it's still a huge part of
some people. I don't know about the dudes, but I'm talking about girls. They think their worth is contingent upon what sorority I'm in. What are they going to think of me if I'm in this one and not that one? And my question to you is, my listeners, I love you, and that's why I'm asking you, who is they? Who are they that's going to care? Who? If you're happy wearing a bun and no makeup, go to that sorority. Why would you want to have to go somewhere where you have to starve yourself and bleach your hair and be who you're not? It's ridiculous.
No, there are. I know it's. Oh yeah, this is like we said, but I love how we're like, this is a whole other episode. Like, we'll talk about it, and then we go into this like big conversation on it.
You know why? It's my ADHD. I'm so sorry. I go all over the place.
I know, that's okay. It's fine. We take our listeners along for the roller coaster of a ride. But So I just. Nobody's worth at all is contingent upon what school they go to, what sorority they're in, anything like that.
Can I have a proud mommy moment?
Of course. What are you? Oh no.
No, you got into UF and you graduated cum laude.
I did.
With honors.
Yes, I did. Yeah, thank you for the round of applause. I did it. blood, sweat, and tears, but we got there.
That's
and
a hard school.
No, it is. It is. No, it was. Yes, it was definitely not an easy task, but I am quite proud of myself.
But the fact that I say that Brianna like basically raised our family because she's been with us forever, but you got to live with her. What?
There is
Never.
there is very, very, very few people on this planet that I would live with, and she was obviously one of them, and we had the best time every day.
And University of Florida was not on either one of your radars.
No,
That's what's
it
so
wasn't.
miraculous.
Neither Bria and I planned on going to UF, wanted to go to UF, and we both ended up there. So that's just the universe working its thing, doing its thing. And I'm so grateful that it has our backs. It truly does, because we had the best time every single day, every single night. So.
Oh my gosh, remember when I went to the fraternity party? I forgot I was a mom and not in college, wearing my little skirt and tank top and baseball hat.
Yes.
Oh my God, and I was drunk and I'm dancing on top, and it's like I literally went back and said I am now 20 years old.
I know. But you know what? I'm so glad you had fun, because that's what it was all about. You got your little college tailgate and that weekend or two. So no, I'm glad that you had fun. But it is funny how you kind of forgot
that I was a mom
for a second. Yeah, but you know what? That's good, because your
my
mom
sorority is Marni.
Yeah, literally Marni. Yeah, you're funny.
I know. I am.
Yeah. So
we are so silly, but we could like in 5 minutes be like, "What's wrong with you? Like, why are you mad at me? Why do you have attitude?" Like, we are so, but for the most part, we find humor in everything.
We do. But I feel like that's every mother-daughter. Every healthy relationship comes with some arguments. But no, of course, we're so lucky that we get to do this with each other.
And that you have Nanny, because
my grandmother, yeah.
She truly, I've never seen a grandmother love grandchildren more than she loves you and Noah. This is when you were born, remember Nanny left a date to come suction your nose? I was afraid to do it.
Yes. No, yes, she is the absolute best. I love you
if
and my grandmother so much.
Shout out to Nanny.
Yes.
So on that note, I think because I do want to have my mother in for an episode, because for so long I've talked about the yucky parts of my life, but I don't celebrate the good.
Yeah.
I mean, what my mother accomplished in her life and what she taught me, the fabulous values and all the fun and glam and a world she exposed me to. And so she's really one in a million.
Yeah.
She's a friggin' miracle. So
and during college, and going off of that note, during this whole college acceptance period that is fast approaching, lean on those in your life for that support, whether it be you get the acceptance that you want or you don't, to just take advantage of those, people in your life that you love.
And go where you want, not where your mother wants, not where your father wants, not where your uncle went, not where their alumni is, where you want. If you want to go to clown college and major in orange curly hair, do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
I know. Yeah, it's your life and you have to do what's best for you, because
your parents aren't the one there with you. You are.
Yeah, and we've only got one life to live, so you got to live it to the fullest.
And I hope you do, with lots of sparkles, and you'll never let anyone dull your sparkle. You will live life enjoying yourself. Relax when you need it. Dream big. Do not let anyone burst your bubble. But before that, I forgot to mention our Etsy store.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
We have to end every episode on that note, that Fabulously Flawed.
With double Ds.
Double Ds at the end. Yes, that is our Etsy shop.
For all our boy listeners.
Yeah. That have products that will make you fall in love.
Like, what do we have? 300 products, Kaz? Over 300 products of like the most fantastic, if you were in college right now, I would have bought you everything from the store, and I would have had to go to my cart and it would have said whatever number. I'm like, oh, now I have to delete. And then I would have bought. It is just the most fun, fabulous. It's our personalities, our messages on products.
Yep, there you go. That's a great way to put it. So make sure to check that out.
I'm so happy that you guys are listening and taking our advice, and to dream big and shine bright, and to never let anybody dull your sparkle.
This is all we've wanted, is to spread this message for so long. And, the fact that we finally are is just so freaking awesome. So thank you, guys.
So protect yourself in that big old peace bubble. Do not, if anybody comes close and you think they might pop it, get them away. It's not worth it. You have only this moment. And if it doesn't make you feel good, don't have it in your world. So guys, I am sending you so much love. Don't let anybody burst that bubble. Have a fabulous day and sending so much love and peace.
Bye, guys.
Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Fabulously Flawed. Remember, we drop new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday, so be sure to subscribe and never miss a moment of this dazzling duo. Craving more sparkle? Head over to fabulouslyflawed.com for exclusive content, episode archives, and more. And don't forget to check out Fabulously Flawed on Etsy for tons of amazing products that are sure to brighten your day. Be sure to follow us on socials to keep the conversation going and become a part of our Fabulously Flawed family. Until then, keep embracing your beautiful imperfections and remember, never let anyone dull your sparkle.